Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my video. So, if you guys watched my other video, I was in the process of taking out this fan, and sadly enough, I got the one on the right, which is the radiator fan. This is the condenser fan. Apparently, they're two different sizes, and they are two different sizes, you guys can see. It's a new one, so I waited a week, and I am in the process of taking both these fans off. I'm going to switch out both these fans, but here's the thing. So for you guys to take both these the fans out, what you guys gonna do is you guys gonna have to take that middle bracket out. You guys see this middle bracket right here? This nut all the way at the bottom is a pain in the butt. What I had to do was I had to go underneath the car and you know, take this little plastic panel off partially, get my hand in there, there's the nut, the screw, the bolts. So I'm gonna tell you guys this. My car has like 250,000 miles on it. I don't know what kind of mileage you guys have as when you guys working on your car, but this car has a ton of mileage on it, and it is pretty rusty. So I was thinking about taking that nut off from the top. Couldn't do it. It was a pain in the butt. I tried. Wasn't enough room. My car is really hot. The air mass manifold, the air intake manifold was kind of hot. And even when it wasn't, like when I tried to do it last week, couldn't do it. Pain in the butt. But the other thing that I ran into was this line. You guys can see this line at the bottom. Connects to the fan. I had to get one of these. Originally what I did was I got this pried this off with that, and then with this, the plastic bracket, I had to use this, and I broke a lot of plastic parts in between, but they're just plastic brackets, not a big deal. I'm not gonna be needing them anyway. You know, so that's, you know, they could have made this a lot easier, you know, a lot easier. They could have made this a lot easier, but they didn't. Hondas. I'm not a fan of Hondas, by the way. Just let you guys know, as far as working on them and stuff like that. But so this bigger fan right here. Oh, I mean, I mentioned to you guys about the screws. Hondas and their radiator screws. This is plastic, metal, plastic, metal. What could happen? Well, if it's rusted, what happens is, if it's rusted, and most Hondas, when you work on them, are pretty rusted. I'm gonna slide this out. I'm not gonna take the radiator hose off. I don't have to. But what happens is they break off. So I have like one on each fan, one bolt that holds it to the radiator that broke off. Not a big deal. All I need is one, and I do have one. You guys can see this happens quite often. I've worked on a ton of Hondas where it just, you know, where they just break off. I mean, I could put I don't have radiator fluid on me, so I don't want to do that. But I'm gonna see if I could just move this to the side and take the fan off. So as you guys can see, I can move it along here. I moved this big radiator fan along here. I was able to nudge it, pull the radiator up a little bit, nudge it along, and this radiator fan, I was able to get out. And I'm going to put it in the same way. Don't need to take off the radiator hose. I don't think it would be easier if you guys could do that, but I didn't do that. And I'm not gonna, did not do it. So, what can I say about this? Originally, I was just going to change out this fan, but I realized both these fans are pretty old. Like last week, I thought, well, they might be like two different fans. Well, they might be, one was probably newer, one was older, but nope, they're the same age. Same age. And because of that, I was going to return this one, the one that I bought. Got two boxes. I'm going to return one of them. I was going to return one of them, but I changed my mind. I said, might as well just do both fans. They're pretty much the same age. These are non-OEM. This fan went out, And this is the important one, actually. This is the radiator fan, condenser fan. Obviously, I wasn't, you know, when I was driving, I was getting cold AC pretty good, not a problem. When I stop for a little bit, AC goes away, it's not working as good, so I knew it was the radiator fan. But this is OEM, Denso. This is not OEM. The other part is not OEM. Man, hope these other ones hold up. I'm gonna be pretty pissed if they don't hold up. I mean, for the most part, when I buy stuff, I like buying OEM parts. Not really a fan of rebuilt stuff. Not really a fan of non-OEM parts because they're not made well for the most part. But hey, you know, taking it out the first time is the hard part, and taking it out the second time, it shouldn't be that. You know, it should be a lot easier considering a lot of the brackets are just, you know, clips and stuff like that, plastic clips, brackets, stuff like that. I think when they sell these cars, they should actually come with a bag of extra clips because everybody breaks them. Pain in the butt. Those, out of all the stuff that I did, those were probably like the hardest part of the job. But hey, I'm gonna put these back on. Wasn't too difficult of a job. I'm gonna put these back on. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I told you guys I wasn't gonna take the radiator the hose off, but did it anyway because I was struggling with it. The bottom, those spike, the plastic spike that goes into one of the radiator holes on the radiator, wasn't able to get above one of the hoses on the bottom. So I was like, you know what, don't want to make this situation worse than it is. Didn't want to mess up, you know, the radiator and have it leak and stuff like that, puncturing a hole, because you know, it's pretty delicate. If you guys know what this, you know, the radiator, this stuff, the radiator itself. So yeah, I mean, overall, like I said, Honda could have made this a lot easier than it is. They didn't. I mean, I'm just changing out 2 fans. You know, could have been pretty simple, but this job is not as simple as it seems, unfortunately. But hey, if you guys want to leave a comment or whatever, please leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. And what else? Leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave me feedback, and subscribe, guys. All that stuff. Yeah, all that stuff. Alright, guys.